Good morning class 10th. Today we are going to start new chapter and the name of this chapter is triangle, and this is very interesting chapter. Okay. Now I am going to draw some plane figures in front of you. Now my question is, what do you think about this figure? So definitely many students having the answer like, sir, this one is circle, this one is the square, this one is equilateral triangle. So definitely this one is circle, pair of squares, pair of circles and pair of equilateral triangles. Okay, now observe this figure carefully. If you will observe this figure carefully, then you will get the answer from this figure. Okay, if I will ask to you about size of this figure, okay, so what do you think about size and shape of above figures? Okay, so your answer should be, sir, size are not same. Okay, in each pair of figure their figures are not in equal size. Okay, so size are not same of each pair of figures. Okay, but the second part of your answer will be shapes are same. Okay, now here is the answer, shapes are same. Okay, whenever any pair of figure having equal or having same shape, then you can say that on the behalf of same shape figures are similar. Okay, and this is the symbol of similarity. I hope all of you understood clearly what I am telling you, okay, and what I am trying to explain you. Now next question is, what is similar triangle? Okay, what is similar triangle? Now here we are going to discuss about a specific plane figure, triangle. So how can you distinguish and how can you decide the given pair of triangle are similar? So as you know, in triangle there are 9 parts. In any triangle there are 9 parts. Okay, what are the parts? Vertices, angle and sides. Okay, vertices, angle and sides. Now observe this figure. If we will consider vertices, so there are 3 vertices, A, B and C. If you will consider angles, so there are 3 angles, alpha, beta and gamma. If you will consider sides, so again there are 3 sides, A, B and C. Observe how many of these? There are 9. But we don't need about vertices. Okay, we just required angles and side. So therefore 6 part we need to express or solve our problem. Okay, now we are talking about similar triangle. Okay, when two triangles are said to be similar, there are two statements. If two triangles are similar, so then their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in proportion, or you may say in equal ratio. Okay, so these two statements are very important to memorize for similarity. Okay, listen again. What are the condition when you can say the given pair of triangles are similar? First condition is their corresponding angles should be equal, and second condition is their corresponding side should be equal in ratio. Okay, I hope all of you understood. Now come for the next point. One more thing. Suppose if you will give the name A, B, C, P, Q, R, then for first statement you may write in mathematical condition measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle P, measure of angle B is equal to measure of angle Q, measure of angle C is equal to measure of angle R. Okay, and when we will discuss about their corresponding sides are in equal proportion or are in equal ratio. Okay, so it means AB by PQ is equal to BC by QR is equal to AC by PR, and all these should be equal ratio like constant. Okay, I hope all of you understood. Now the difference between congruency and similarity. Next point is difference between congruency and similarity. Okay, what is the difference? Listen carefully. First, congruency or congruent figure. If two figures coincide each other, so they are congruent. Okay, and all congruent figure must be similar. Okay, it means if two figures cover each other completely, then both the figure are congruent. And all of you know the symbol of congruency and the rule of congruency. Similarity. If two figures are in equal shape, so they are similar, and all similar triangle does not need to be congruent. Okay, so this is the difference between congruency and similarity. I hope all of you understood. Now come for the theorem. Very first theorem is basic proportionality theorem, also called Thales theorem. Okay, the meaning of Thales is Thales theorem. Okay, basic proportionality theorem. Now listen carefully. This theorem says if we draw a line in a triangle and that line will be parallel to one side of the triangle, so and that line intersect at two distinct points, so other two sides divided into equal proportion or ratio. Okay, we can write here A, B, C, D, E. Okay, now listen carefully. What is basic proportionality theorem or BPT? If we draw a line which is parallel to one side of triangle and intersect at other two sides at distinct point, then also other two sides, so other two sides divided into equal proportion. I hope आप लोगों को भी याद हो गया होगा. Now let's start. Whenever you will going to prove any theorem or any question in geometry, you need to follow few steps. First of all, you have to write the given information. Okay, in first step. Then in second step, you need to find your objective. It means to prove what you need to prove. Okay, third is if construction is required, then you will construct the figure and the information will be written in construction heading. After that, in final point, you will prove the theorem and then conclude your result. Okay, so there are few steps or few parts for proving any theorem or any question. Okay, there are 4 or 5 parts. One part is figure part and 4 parts are written. Okay, now come to the proof of given theorem. I explain to you the meaning of this theorem. If you want, I can explain again. Okay, this theorem says if we draw a line which is parallel to one side of the triangle and intersect at other two sides at distinct point, so other two sides divided in equal proportion. So we will follow the rule in solution. Given, we have to write here given. There are two things given. First is triangle, and the name of this triangle is ABC. These name we assume. And the second thing is DE is parallel to BC. This is first part. And the second part, to prove what we have to need to prove. We need to prove other two sides divided into equal proportion. It means AD by BD is equal to AE by CE. Okay, now observe the figure carefully. If construction is required, then we need to construct. So definitely in this theorem construction is required. Construction. Okay, we need to join B and E, C and D, and we need to draw perpendicular from E and D to their opposite side and give the name K and L. Okay, now we can write here in first point we join B and E and C and D, and in second point we draw a perpendicular line. DL is perpendicular on AC and EK is perpendicular on AB. Okay, now listen carefully. One more thing, we have completed 3 steps. Now we are going to do final step, proof. Before starting proof, I want to give you some information regarding altitude. What is altitude? Altitude in any triangle, altitude is the shortest distance from any vertices to opposite side, and it always make 90 degree. Okay, and in other word you can say perpendicular. Okay, so this one is altitude. You can also divide the triangle and categorize the triangle on the basis of angle. Okay, on the basis of angle, triangle can be categorized into many parts like acute angle triangle, those triangle in which all the interior angles are less than 90 degree. Okay, right angle triangle and obtuse angle triangle. In these 3 triangles, altitudes, the position of altitudes are different. If you will observe in this triangle, it means in acute angle triangle altitude is inside, in right angle triangle altitude is on side. It means perpendicular is our base. Both can be considered as altitude in right angle triangle. In obtuse angle triangle, one altitude will be outside. Okay, so these are the situation. Now come for the proving. Here we can consider 2 triangles because we need to get AD upon BD. So therefore we can see here AD and BD related two triangles, related to two triangles BDE and ADE. So we can write here area of triangle ADE by area of triangle BDE, because we are going to find ratio also. So that's why we have written here area in ratio format, means P by Q, or in fraction. So what is area of triangle? Half into base. Where is base? If you will observe the triangle ADE, and we are talking about AD as a base, so definitely the height will be EK. Okay. By when you will observe BDE, so BDE is obtuse angle triangle. So definitely one altitude may be drawn outside. So half, if you will consider the base BD, and for BD the altitude will be EK. Now simplify. EK cancel, half cancel. So AD by BD, say equation 1. I hope all of you understood clearly. Now the next point is, similarly, if we will repeat the same procedure, then we can use one word, that is similar. Okay, similarly area of triangle. Now we will decide the triangle from right sides. Okay, AE and CE. The related triangle of AE and CE are triangle AED and triangle CED. Area of triangle AED by area of triangle CED. So definitely here we have written similarly, so therefore we can write directly AE by CE, say equation 2. Now we get two equations. Now observe these two triangles in third part. Okay, A, B, C. If you will observe these two triangles, like triangle BDE and triangle CED. Okay, you can write here, because you have learned in class 9, if two triangles having the same base and lying between same parallel, so the area of both the triangle will be equal. Okay, so you may write here triangle BDE and triangle CED having same base and lying between same parallel. Okay, same base, you may also write here the name of base DE. Okay, and lying between same parallel, it means DE is parallel to BC. So by this statement you can get area of triangle BDE is equal to area of triangle CED, say equation 3. Now observe and conclude all these three equations. So from equation 1, 2 and 3, you can see here BDE is here and CED is here. It means you can equate these two fractions, then the equal part is also equal. Okay, things which are equal to the same things are equal to one another, as I hope all of you have remembered about Euclid's postulates. So from equation 1, 2, 3, AD by BD is equal to AE by C, hence proved. I hope all of you understood clearly. Okay, so thank you for watching.